Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kionna Sharice, and I'm here with I guess it's a get ready with me. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna get ready because I'm gonna do my WINRY cosplay, WINRY Rock Bell from Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm gonna talk to you about my Blerdcon experience. Since I told y'all I was going, I just kind of wanted to talk through it while I did my makeup. So, you know, 2 for 1. First off, if you notice, my tongue is yellow. Well, I noticed it because I was trying to film a TikTok, but it's from a vitamin. Don't clock me. I don't know what to do about it, but it's from a vitamin. But yeah, it's been a slight minute since I uploaded, well, for me, but I did notice this morning I got the 300 subscribers, so thank y'all. I appreciate it. Glad to see it. Also, it was taking me this long because I did catch a cold after Blerdcon. I'm sure it's just a cold. But when I get one, I like kind of sniffle and cough long after it's over. Like I'm good, but I'm still sniffling and coughing, and that's what always happens to me. So I'm gonna do my best to edit anything out. Like I don't want it sounding a mess, but that's why it took me so long to do this, because I was like, I sound a mess. I'm not trying to edit out a cough every 30 seconds, but yeah, I'm gonna do my best to, you know, make it sound good for you, but let's get into it. So first off, I just wanted to show you that I bought the Amrezy palette during Sephora's, I don't know what sale it was some sale. It wasn't like a % off sale, like it was in their sales section, and I think it was 40 to 50% off. I've been wanting this since it dropped, and I think it's been at least a year, if not 2 years, but I would always talk myself out of it because it's a lot of browns and stuff, and people would talk about the pressed glitters, like, you know, negatively, but I wanted it. So this is like, I told you I'm going on a no buy. This doesn't count. I bought this. I'm gonna use this today. Mostly because, actually I'm gonna show it to you, even though it's old, but I'm gonna show it to you. Say trying not to destroy the box because I need that for my transition in my TikTok, which my name is the same, Kionna Sharice, over there on TikTok. You know, just no space if you want to check me out. Doing kind of well over there. So yeah, I already showed you the outside. It's Amrezy and like a kind of cursive gold color. And this is so glitter. Like I feel like, is glitter gonna come off? Yeah, let me show it to you. But yeah, glitter does kind of come off on your fingers, so I'm guessing after enough time it will stop doing that. But anyways, it's the same print for Amrezy, but very glittery. And here are the colors in the palette. I feel like this is just such a good palette as far as, like, I haven't used it, but a good color story in my opinion for me, because I actually do love using browns. Like I could very much do something with just the browns in here. Lots of pretty sparkles. We have a pink, we have a black. I feel like this is a good looking palette. So I'm really here for, I know I want to try to incorporate this Leo color, this blue, because WINRY, her eyes are blue. And so far I haven't really been getting into getting contacts, but then it just hit me this morning, like, maybe I'll do a blue-ish look to make up for that. If you have no idea who WINRY is, she is from Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Alchemist and Brotherhood. I have a video talking about it, like why I love it. I'll link it here. I did that a while ago. But yeah, one of my favorite animes of all time, and I was trying to be her for both to just do a cosplay and for Blerdcon, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. I think that's a little better. Okay, I just moved the camera a little bit. But first thing we're gonna do is lay these edges, because as you can see, these braids are pretty grown out. I'm taking them out in like 2 days, I think. Just trying to get all my blonde content out the way as quick as I can, like today and tomorrow before I take them out. So first thoughts on Blerdcon overall was I had a really great time. I told y'all I was nervous as far as, you know, going alone. Wasn't sure who I was going to hang out with. Wasn't sure, like, you know, basically how it was going to go, how wearing the cosplay was going to go, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it gets a little caked up in the braid, but that's fine. Take them out. But yeah, everything was pretty much great. And I guess I'll say, if you saw the title of me talking about Blerdcon, like I'm gonna talk a little bit about, I guess, the controversy, but this is not like a controversy video. I'm just talking about my experience. So I found like some groups on Facebook to, you know, I figured that's the best way to kind of find people who are going to an event. And I found one that was like 21 and up. And I thought, you know, 21 and up just meant no children, but like there was adult in there for sure. Like, it was making me nervous, which was, I was actually really glad, because closer to the con, they put out a statement saying that, you know, just because some people are getting a little freaky in here, like there's no expectations of you, and like, you know, just have fun. So like, I was really glad they did that, because I was like no problem with them doing that, but I was just like, is that what this group is for? So I was just looking for other young adults. But they opened a Discord as well, so I joined that. And I just mentioned, you know, in my introduction that I was going alone, and someone had reached out to me and said they were going alone as well, and maybe we could hang out. So I was like, okay. So we started kind of talking on the side about what we wanted to see and do and stuff like that. And so we had plans to meet up. Feel like that's good enough for the edges. I'm not really a swoop-de-doop person. Well, I usually don't lay my edges at all, but I just feel like with the braids, you know, kind of brings it together a little bit. Okay, cool. There we go. I don't even feel like I really have to tie my hair down with the way this edge control has been working, but you know, we're gonna do it. For the convention, I planned on being Super Sailor Moon, and I have a video like not too long ago of me getting ready for that if you want to see that. Also, you know, photos on my Instagram, all that. But that was who I was gonna be for the first day, and I was gonna be WINRY for the second day. And then for the third day, I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna like really be at the con or not, because that's when they're kind of closing up. They had panels and stuff, but I figured if I did really go out and party the first 2 nights, I may not really make it to the Sunday event. So I was just gonna be like cute, but not a cosplay. But first day, oh yeah. So I live in the area of Blerdcon. What you doing now? Oh no, am I out of this? This is the Fenty Soft Matte Primer, but like the jar doesn't, it hasn't gone down. Maybe that's just the color of the jar, because this is gone. All right, that's empty. What was I saying? I decided last minute to get a hotel because I felt like, you know, I was close enough to, if I just hung out all day and then go home, you know, shower and put on like the party clothes and come back, that type of stuff. But I felt like if I tried to do that, like with the social anxiety and everything, I would talk myself out of coming back. I know I would do that. So I decided to get a hotel, but the host hotel, the Hyatt, was sold out. At least the group rate was sold out. Like I think you might have could have got it under just the regular price. So I stayed at the Courtyard, which was literally like a 1-minute walk away. You can see the Courtyard like from the Hyatt when you're sitting inside. And also the, I believe it's the Renaissance. It's like the same distance. It's like behind the Marriott. So they're both really, really close if you can't stay at the Hyatt. And like I'm a Marriott's girl, I guess. I don't know, want to sponsor me, Marriott? But I had enough points to, I just got the hotel for 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night, and I was able to use points on it. So I was like, let me splurge. I don't know why I always try to act like I don't do brows first. But what actually do I want to do? Am I going glam? I want to do not super glam, but just like a little something. So, okay. Because I feel like the kind of eyebrows you do is dependent on the style of makeup you're going for, you know? So I had been talking to the friend, we're just gonna call him K for now. Yeah, we were talking Friday morning because he drove up and he just got there like early Friday morning. So I had requested to check into my hotel room early, which they did accommodate. I think you just have to tell them like a couple days in advance. So I had put that I wanted to check in at 12 when I was making the reservation, and they did that. So I just told him I would be there, and we were talking about going to get our badges together and also, you know, to meet. Because at first my plan was to get to the hotel and to change into my Sailor Moon outfit and then go get my badge. But then a bunch of people in the group were talking about how hot it was at the hotel. And we were talking about we didn't want to like sweat through our outfits right away, just waiting in line for the badge line. Because when I went in the morning, it was around 12 to 1-ish. We went. The line was really long, but I felt like it moved pretty quickly. Like I feel like I got my badge in like 10 minutes, but throughout the day, I saw it was getting longer and worse. So I would suggest getting it early, or if you're VIP, you can get it Thursday night, but I just did a regular ticket. I went back to my room and, you know, put on my Sailor Moon cosplay and went back over to the hotel. Prepping for the con, I was very much having a meltdown over many things, which is very much how I tend to do. I will freak out for like a day or two and then I'll come back to earth. Because what will seem like a good compromise, like at first for me, it's like, it's not, I'm like, no, it can't be. But then after like a day or two, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just do that. It's going to be fine. So first of all, in my Sailor Moon outfit, it comes with like these sort of slippers that it has a hole for you to wear stilettos, but wasn't about to do that. So first I was like, maybe I'll just wear those because they come up to around my knee and wear them with, I bought some pink Converse, but they are not comfortable. I have a wide foot. And I was just like, no, I'm going to be so uncomfortable. So I was like freaking out. But then I decided I'm just going to wear, I have some sneakers that are pink and green and black and similar colors to the outfit. So finally I was just like, okay, I'm just going to wear those. Be comfortable in my sneakers. I don't know how much walking around I'm about to do. Because even if I'm not walking a lot, just literally just standing all day takes a toll. I have bad feet, so I gotta really think about these things. So I'm dipping into the palette now. I'm pretty much gonna do a brown look with the blue eyeshadow, I think. Oh, and I finally washed my makeup brushes yesterday. Been talking about it for an embarrassing amount of time, but they're washed. Woo! So I will say, as far as the panels, there wasn't like a whole lot that I just had to see. I don't know. Like I wrote a few things down as far as, because if you're going to a con, it helps to make an agenda of some stuff you really want to see so you can kind of keep yourself on track with time. This color may not really be showing up for y'all, but I do see it. Like this is what I like in a transition color, which is what I'm doing now, building my transition. There wasn't really much on my agenda to see. I knew I had a reservation for the Maid Cafe at I think 5. So I was pretty much just roaming around in my cosplay until then, it was actually really nice. Like a lot of people stopped me for pictures, which was like, felt really good. And I could hear people talking about me as I walked by, but you know, like positively. So I was like, that's great. And then I would like sit down and people would start up conversations with me. So I was able to talk to a few people, you know, followed on my Instagram and stuff like that of the cosplayers. So that's cool. And I really feel like that's what I did for hours. Cause when I was done with my cosplay, I feel like, well, getting dressed up, I don't know if it was 2 or 3, like maybe 2-ish. And yeah, I just walked around the convention, like looked at the game room, stuff like that, went downstairs and kind of just sat down and talked to people until my Maid Cafe reservation. And for that one, I just messaged some people in the Discord about 15 minutes before, just saying, if anyone wants to join me, you can. Because you have to make reservations for the Maid Cafe. Well, you didn't have to, but like it was really booked up. So they were taking walk-ins if some people just didn't show up. But yeah, so I made a reservation. It was pretty, I think it was like $8 for a table of 4 people. So it wasn't like a big deal or anything. And I think I don't know if it's all the money or all the proceeds, but they go to, I'm pretty sure like the children's hospital, like it goes to charity. One person said he would come and then he brought another person. So we hung out for a bit and that was really fun. Actually, ooh, well, double ooh, because this brown looks really nice. Y'all see that? Am I close enough? Can y'all see that? Am I supposed to be closer? But this 1988, because this ain't even a darkest brown, because I haven't swatched it yet, because it's pulling purple in the pan. So I know it's going to look purple on my eyes, and that's not what I'm going for. But this 1988 is nice. It's this brown. At the Maid Cafe, they had us sitting kind of hibachi style. They put us with 2 other groups, and one of the groups was a mother and daughter. And I just thought it was so sweet because, you know, the daughter, I don't know how old she was, maybe anywhere between 12 and 15, something like that. I couldn't tell. Sorry if you're older than that, miss. But the mother like took her down there. She even dressed up. I don't even know if she knew who she was, but she was dressed up. And she would just keep saying things like, you know, I want you to have the full experience, take your picture, do this. I want you to have the full experience. I'm like, that was just really nice to see, you know? And then I was talking to the daughter a lot because she was hip now. She was telling me about some things. So that was cool. I'm gonna start adding the blue on the eyes and let's see where I go. I do notice these brushes, some of these, I've been trying to like collect the Fenty brushes because they're so pretty and pink, but they really do be getting stained now. Cause like when I wipe this off on my napkin, like nothing's coming off, but you would think this is so dirty. Anyways, I think I'm gonna see how Leo picks up with this, because sometimes with glitters and pressed glitters, you gotta know what you're doing. Okay, so first of all, the brush I used was too wide. I don't want it to go up this high, but it's really pretty. But you know, putting it over the brown makes it like, this is how it swatches, and this is it over the brown. So I would say if you want the true color, maybe do like a cut crease or something, or just leave the lid blank. But I don't mind this, but yeah, but it applies quite nicely. Even though I talk about the brush staining, like it feels nice gliding over my eye. But yeah, I pretty much covered a lot of the work I just did, so I'm gonna redo it. I don't want to forget where I'm at in the story. You know what? Honestly, this talking while I'm doing my makeup is not for me. Like, I'm trying to make it for me. Well, talking about something other than makeup, it's just not my forte, and that's okay. It's super hot in here. The Maid Cafe the first day was crazy. Like, my reservation was at 5, and we didn't get sat till almost 6. We didn't get out of there till after 7. Something was going on with the kitchen and the food, because what it's supposed to be is, if you've never been to a maid cafe, like people volunteer as maids and they kind of entertain you. They talk with your table. You can pay charity for them to play games with you and stuff like that. But they were having to like act as actual waitresses and like check what's going on with the kitchen and stuff like that. You know, they're just, you know, regular people. So definitely don't blame them. But yeah, the first day was crazy. Took forever. So by the time we got out of there, me and the 2 guys that I met, we walked around for a little bit. But then I was like, you know what, I'm ready to retire to my room. I'm going to take this off, you know, shower and put on my party clothes. And then I figured, you know, I would just find somebody to, people were like pre-gaming in their rooms, you know, just hanging out and stuff. So I was like, I'm sure somebody in this group will let me come over and hang out with them. I messaged that guy, Kay, who I was supposed to be hanging out with. And I was like, because I hadn't really seen him during the day. He was like, always busy, you know, whatever, irritating me. It's like, you the one who said you wanted to hang out. But anyways, I was like, I'm going to come over and pre-game before the party. Because that night was the glow party and also the, I guess, hosted or DJ'd by Sailor Boom, or it's called a Sailor Boom party. I don't know. There is 2 female DJs. They're dressed up like in Sailor Fukus, and yeah, they throw a party. Oh yeah, that reminds me, because I did miss the Sailor Moon meetup because they were meeting up at like 9, and I was like, I don't want to wear this outfit all day long. We needed to meet up at 5, but I guess some of them wanted to wear their outfits to the party, and that outfit was like, that was not a party outfit. That was just a cosplay. I'm gonna pivot to complexion now. So I get to his room, and he actually ended up bringing one of his friends decided last minute they wanted to come as well. So they were there, and I guess I didn't tell them what my YouTube name was, so I'll talk about him a little bit. But we ended up just having like a really good time, as you know, pre-gaming and stuff. Like, I felt like, just looking at I feel like it's starting to wear down. Can y'all see how that looks? That saddens me. I might have to just put these up because it's a Sailor Moon collection a friend bought me, and like, not officially Sailor Moon, but that saddens me. But I'll be wearing this fully out now. Anyways, we were just having a really good time talking about like anime related things, just shooting the shit, all that. Had a really good time. And I thought it was nice because I told him I don't really take shots like that. I drink a little bit, but like, I'm a lightweight and I like sweet drinks, sweetish drinks. It don't have to be sweet like candy, but like I don't want an old fashioned, you know, I want a cocktail, maybe a margarita, whatever. So he had got me a bottle of Stella Rosa Peach, and I'm like, okay, because I didn't even tell him I like Stella Rosa. I don't think I did, I don't know, but the gesture was nice. I hope I'm not telling this story real slow. It's hard for me to tell. We hung out for a bit and then we went to the party, which was really fun. I haven't been to like a dance party in a long time. Like I go out with one of my friends a lot and she usually has like a section, so we're kind of sitting down and stuff. Even if other people don't have a section, you know, they're just usually just standing around. Like I don't see a whole lot of dancing that much anymore. But I was definitely lit, so I was trying my best to dance up in there. Like, ain't want no sitting down. But they did have a few chairs around, and they did have a water station. This ain't really a review of Blerdcon, because I'll still get my leaving stuff out, but I'm just talking about what I did. And then he's from, I think, a smaller town, so he was like, basically they don't do a whole lot of that out there. So since we were dancing together, I was like, you know, I'm gonna try to last. You know, my thighs is burning, girl. They was on fire. I was fighting for my life in there. And I don't know if I told y'all, but I talk about it on Instagram. Like, I'm a sweaty person. It's unfortunate, but I am sweaty. You actually had the nerve to tell me the next day that I looked like a river because I was sweating so hard in there, but I was dancing for, it felt like 2 hours straight. And like, not like a two-step, like dancing. We left the party after around, felt like 2 hours, I don't know, because he was planning to host like a game night a game night in his room. So we left, you know, just hang out by ourselves. And then yeah, we went over to his room for the game night. He brought like Super Smash Brothers. I'm not really a gamer. I know games, but I'm not like the gamer like what y'all would call a gamer. I like Pokemon games, The Sims. I like that stuff. So he brought Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, I don't know, stuff like that, like on his Switch. And people came. It was a good time. Oh yeah, drunk Uno and stuff. Like, we had a really good time. And it was nice, you know, people, we didn't know them people, but, you know, just put out an invitation and people showed up and everybody was cool. I haven't tried to use this cream bronzer in a while. Oh, I just broke a nail. I forgot about my nails looking a mess. It doesn't matter. But I'm feeling inspired to, I've watched some other YouTube videos and I feel like, you know, I'm just using too much of a heavy hand. Like, it doesn't have to be as visible as I'm trying to make it. So we're gonna try something before I forget. Yeah, ended up going to bed around 5 that morning. Day 1 was a success. I feel like that looks pretty good. I'm trying to touch it so lightly and touch my face so lightly. I don't know what I think about that. Like, I was liking it and then all of a sudden I don't. So I'm gonna take the sponge that had the tinted moisturizer and just go over it a little bit. So for day 2, started out pretty lazy. What am I doing next? Well, first of all, I forgot to conceal under my eyes. So yeah, day 2 was super lazy. Stayed in bed for a decent amount of time. Oh yeah, so this was the day I was gonna do my WINRY cosplay. And so WINRY, she wears coveralls, which are like, I'm kind of learning this. They're overalls, but it's like a full top. It's like a jumpsuit. That's what I would call it, a jumpsuit, but they were called coveralls. And so I decided I couldn't find any, so I was gonna wear overalls. And then the purple ones I saw were sold out. I ended up on Shein, because first I'll go to like the Google shop tab and look for what I'm looking for, and Shein came up. Those are sold out, so I bought these other ones that are half purple and half white. I thought they were half purple and half lavender, but that's what we got. Anyways, got them. They don't fit. Like, I can pull them on, but I didn't even try to button them. And I knew, like, sitting down, you know, when you wear something like too tight, you look like you busting out of it. I knew that was going to be me. So panic ensued, and I'm just letting this concealer dry a little bit. And I ordered 3 pairs of purpley pants with their lavender off of Amazon. Didn't like any of them. And they came Thursday, the night before the con. So I was like, you know, melting down per usual. And ended up actually talking to Kay about it, and he was like, you know, that's interesting. That's the second time my video, when I was filming, it just like cut off. I don't know if I reached the max. After all that, I ended up just wearing, I bought these shorts, which I have in my fashion to figure haul, the ones from the Sarah Reverse collection. Let me tell you, those are comfortable. I do feel like I could have sized down because I definitely have, if I had more butt, it would be okay. I don't have any, but I definitely had room. But girl, I might as well have been wearing, like, it was giving sweatpants. Like, they were super comfy, and that's what I ended up wearing. I don't think no one recognized me as WINRY though, and I also forgot one of my accessories, but it was okay. To sum that up, no one recognized me as WINRY that day, but it was all right because I think, yeah, I told y'all before, the hotel was hot. It was like, it was giving swamp, very much so. I don't know, I did overhear this other girl talking about, because people were, you know, just walking around kind of complaining about the heat. I wouldn't even really say they were complaining, but you know, you're just sitting around like, damn, it's hot. Like, you know, that sort of thing. It was a lot of that going on. And this girl I was listening to, she was just like, that's just how hotels are. Hotels can't really handle it. And was talking about, you know, a lot of conventions are held at a convention space, you know, something like that. And I guess those are not as hot. So I haven't been to a lot of conventions, so I can't really compare if this hotel just wasn't doing enough with their AC, or if that's just kind of how it is at a hotel. You know how I did that? I got concealer in my waterline. Hope that doesn't start watering or burning. So I pretty much just hung out with Kay until his maid cafe reservation. He had one around, I think it was at 4, so we just hung out. But this experience at the maid cafe was a lot better. Whatever they had to figure out, they got it figured out. We were sat, you know, on time, still with another group, but things went a lot better. We actually had a really good time with that table. Our table guests were nice once again. Like, everyone I ran into was nice. Like, it was crazy. And we played, I watched them play Jenga because I didn't want to play that. And then we played, is it called Guess Who? I think it's Guess Who, where you have to figure out who their person is. So we did that. And then this other guy came over, and baby, I ain't been stared down like that in a minute. Like, I was like, where is the taser? He was stressing me out. Because when I was watching con prep videos, you know, I would see a lot of stuff, you know, people being like, talking about, you know, consent and keeping your hands to yourself. And, you know, just because someone's dressed sexy doesn't mean they want, you know, attention, all that kind of stuff. I ain't never been stared at like this in my life. I was very much, because I told him, at first we were just making conversation, and I told him I was staying at the other hotel, and he was like, oh, I'm about to come over there. You got to do what? I'm using the Fenty powder foundation because I haven't done that in a minute. But yeah, I told Kay that he was gonna have to be uninvited from that night's game night. My intuition was like, yeah, that concealer in my eye is killing me. Ooh, I have a question. How do y'all feel about Get Ready With Me's, but it's a voiceover? Because I thought about doing that for, you know, just a regular Get Ready With Me to go somewhere, but like I just do it and then I talk about it because I feel like in my head that'll be better, but I don't know what people think about that. One thing I noticed with this powder is like I like it on its own, but when I'm looking at my face, like I don't feel like, maybe I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I don't look powdery. Like, I don't know if my stuff is set. Like, I want it to be more set. So I am gonna go find my Laura Mercier and at least put that around like my nose and pretty much my T-zone, because I don't know. But yeah, after the maid cafe, because did I eat that morning? That early, I got some Chick-fil-A delivered. So I wasn't that hungry. I just got a cheesecake at the maid cafe. And if you're wondering, did I already say that? I did TikToks on my experience. Like, I did a day 1 and day 2. If you want to actually see clips and stuff over on both on my TikTok and my Instagram. Yeah, I can't remember what I said. But yeah, I wasn't that hungry there, so I just got a cheesecake, but I didn't really like the cheesecake. So after that, we decided to go down to the hotel lobby bar place, and we got some drinks and pizza and cake and stuff, and I just had a good time. This time he had his game night before the party, which I don't remember the time because I feel like, did we just hang out? I don't know. I think we just hung out a lot. So yeah, had different people over this night for the party. Still a good time. And then we went to the actual party. This one was DJ'd by DJ Senpai. And it was also a really good time. Like I said, still fighting for my life. I just took my shoes off because I had on my bionic sandals, which I really like. But I felt like trying to, I don't want to say I was twerking, but trying to dance and stuff. I felt like I was sliding forward a lot, and I was like, it was hurting. So I just took them off and was kind of barefoot. And that was really about it. Went to bed late again, not as late, but still late. Oh yeah, so at some point we went to the game room and played games. Just walked around the convention, stuff like that. Oh, wow. We did end up going to the cosplay contest, which is what I was talking about. Like, I wasn't gonna really, it wasn't the point of my video, this video that I'm making right now, but I'll talk about it because we were just hanging out and I noticed that the cosplay contest was about to start. So I was like, do y'all want to go? And so we went. It was a good time. During the contest was a wedding. And actually during the party that night was an engagement. It's like, okay. But yeah, the contest was really good. It's like, it's really cool seeing a bunch of people who like the things you like. And then also the fact, the effort they took into making their outfits. Like, just seeing that was just, I don't know. I don't know if I would say heartwarming, but kind of like, the good feel. So yeah, I don't want to give my thoughts. So Blerdcon in their kind of statement says they're for Black nerds, but also, to uplift POC, queer people, differently abled, etc. And it said that all are welcome, but I see it as a Black and queer, differently abled space. But for me at the top, it's going to be Black. I don't know how cosplay contests, like how the categories are. I don't know anything like that. Before I go on this ramble, I should just tell you, basically a white woman won the contest. And at this point, she has stepped down and the second place winner is not the first place winner. And I just really feel like, I don't think she should have entered. Or I think there might have been another, like an honorary mention or a different category. But to me, this is a Black space. And the fact that she entered, I don't understand that. And I also, to be quite honest, I saw a lot of white people, walking around the audience, which I don't care if people want to come and, celebrate and be an ally and have appreciation. But I guess, yeah, there's a big but there. I don't really know what my next part is. But like, for example, I would expect like, why do you have any Black friends? Why aren't you there with one of them? I don't know, because I'm definitely not saying you can't come. Definitely not saying that. It's not my convention anyway. But, it's very much like at this particular space, I feel like non-POC need to be in the background. That's really my thoughts. So yeah, I definitely think like people who are talking to the girl who won crazy. Apparently people are saying there were death threats, but I never saw any screenshots of any, so I don't know if that's true or not. But if so, you're wild for that. Like, that's not okay. Like, I feel like people on the internet, I don't know if it's the anonymity or what, but people, they don't know how to disagree with something without going OD. Like, you can say you don't like something without threatening people, being mean to people, talking to people rudely. Like, you don't have to do all that to get your point across. And if people were talking to her like that, I don't think that's right at all. Yeah, that's really what I think about it. I don't think she should have entered in the first place. Or I think there could have been maybe another category for non-POC, something to that effect. Like I said, I don't know the categories that the judges looked at for the costumes. When they did the contest, it was like, very much quickly come on the stage, go off the stage. Like they did a pre-judging earlier where the people, I guess, explained to them how they made their costumes and that sort of thing. So of course we weren't privy to that. So yeah, that's really what I think. I feel like, what's the point of Blerdcon if it's not going to feel like a Black space? that's how I sum it up. I'm gonna go back to the eyes. I feel like that's basically it for the convention. The next day, Kay had to go home relatively early, long drive. So I just kind of chilled in my room a little bit, and I didn't feel like going back to the convention because I was like, I could try to put my bags, you know, like hotels will hold your bags. But I was just like, is there anything else that I just really have to go through that hassle? And for me, there wasn't. I just bought a pencil sharpener from Sephora because I need to sharpen all of these, especially my brown ones. So that's basically it as far as Blerdcon. As far as chitty chatting, I did like hanging out with Kay like a lot. It's kind of crazy because I haven't liked anyone in a while. Like in that way, it was pretty much an instant. It's really instant click, and I haven't had that in a really long time. So I don't know if anything will come of it because it doesn't live here. But it's a great experience to have, you know. Also to know I still got it. Cause honestly, like dating in the DC area will have you just like fighting for your life, honey. And I don't know, girl. I definitely felt hot that weekend for sure. Cause I was like, do I still have it? Cause you know, I don't know how to describe it. Cause it's not like I definitely don't have low self-esteem. I definitely look at myself and I'm like, okay, baddie. But then I don't really necessarily get the same response from outer. But this weekend I got it for sure. Something on the inner corner. I'm actually wondering how the blue will look because it's not as much dark brown there. Yeah, you see the difference kind of? Or just close my eye. I feel pretty good about this. So I'm going to, what? I'm done with my story pretty much. So I'm gonna do mascara, spray my face down. You know, I'm gonna go get dressed and then I'll do the lip on camera. So I'll be back. All right, hey y'all, I'm back and I gotta hurry this up because you know what? If I thought these pants didn't fit before, I know it now trying to sit down. Girl, I'm returning these, so I'm trying not to bust a seam. But I have an idea for the lip that I wanna try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm feeling like not really a nude, but like a caramel beige. I think I'm gonna like fill in a lot of my lip with a liner. This one's from Mented. I think that's interesting. It's lighter than my lip, but close to my skin tone. And I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I have this lighter gloss from Dosa Colors that I have been wanting to use for a while, but I need the right, you know, look. Do I like that? I feel like the lighting in here looks a little off, so apologies for that. I keep saying I'm gonna fix it, I know, but I am. I do like this gloss though. I like this color a lot. So sorry, I don't know if I'm coming off as rushed because I'm feeling rushed, but I don't know if I'm coming off that way because these pants are actually really, really tight. So I decided, oh yeah, these are the ones I got originally from Shein that I'm just gonna do for my shoot today because they look okay standing up. And girl, I'm gonna send them back because I'm only having them on for like the next 15 minutes. Like we about to, okay. When I am buying stuff for my cosplays, if I'm not buying like the actual outfit, I do try to find pieces that are stuff that I would wear outside the cosplay, you know, try to not have a whole lot of pieces that are literally just for a cosplay. So I bought this headband from Terrence Williams, I'm pretty sure. I've bought stuff from him before, but he hand makes these and I'm pretty sure the bandana she wears, it's not this exact color, but it's pretty close to this kind of peachy color. It's close. So I took some liberties there because I was like, I could wear a headband again rather than that bandana. So yeah, let me give you the vibe. Like this is kind of her bangs and we have her ponytail. And I ended up just picking these earrings because I felt like it looked good with the eyeshadow. What else? I'm gonna like put some videos of me standing up in here or pictures because you're not getting the full thing, but I don't have a wrench, but I have a hammer. And I have, are they stuck together? Gloves. Is there anything else I'm supposed to do for WINRY? Oh, the top is this tank top with like built-in cups, so no bra on. It's from this brand called, I'm pretty sure, Classy Shop. I'm gonna link everything down below. But I have been wanting to try them for a minute because I wanted to buy one of their bodysuits, because their whole thing is they have these like cups in there in all of their stuff so you don't have to wear a bra, and that's really my life. But I will say I'm wearing a 3X, and which is their biggest size, I'm pretty sure. And like it's a little like I can get it on and it looks fine. But if they had a 4X, I would buy that. So yeah. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope y'all liked it and liked this style. I'm definitely gonna give the voiceover thing a try. So if you have any opinions on that, let me know down below, because I get a little frantic. But overall, I really did enjoy Blerdcon. I'm going next year for sure. I just saw a bunch of people having fun at DreamCon though, so I'm like, do I need to do that next year too? This year they were only 1 week apart, so that would have been crazy, but I might see, depending on what dates they have next year, if I want to do that. And yeah, I'm just glad to be back here on YouTube. Next up, yeah, I got a few things planned, so yeah. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you aren't already, I would appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.